everyone. Okay, so I'm making a test batch of a coconut milk soap that I'm making. I'm replacing the heavy cream with coconut milk instead of heavy cream. So anyway, I'm going to get started. Okay, I'm going to add my additives since I don't have to worry about any colorants. And that is coconut flour, finely ground oatmeal, and kaolin clay. And I'm going to stir this in really good. And I might even just stir the batch. Or not. Or not. I realized at this point if I didn't stick blend the soap batter that it would take forever and ever and ever to stir it to get it even to trace. Okay, and now for my lye, which is very concentrated. I replaced half of my water with the coconut milk. And so I'm definitely using the sieve to get the lye to go down through here. And I still have my tuss of silk. And the only thing I did different with the recipe from my regular recipe is I switched the percentages for the coconut oil and the olive oil. So this recipe has more coconut oil as it has coconuts. There's one person online I saw had a recipe they called the 3 coconuts. But I literally have 3 coconuts. Coconut flour, coconut oil, and the coconut milk. Okay, that's all that's going to go in there. Get this stirred around before I hit it with my stick blender. I'm going ahead and burp in it before I put that attachment back on. And get it going. And take that back off. Now to get my coconut milk in there, which I had to microwave because the top of the coconut milk was solidified, and so I had to microwave it so I can mix it all together. And my coconut milk does not have any added sugars in it. All it has is just the natural sugars. But because it has the natural sugars, instead of putting it to bed, I'm going to put it on the fan on it, which I'll do after I get off camera. And so I don't use this container with the heavy cream because I used heavy cream with both batches before. I marked it. And it's only for the coconut milk. And now to blend it. And I'm not going to do much of a design. So what I'm doing is I'm stick blending and stirring and stick blending and stirring. It's had a good trace, but I want it thicker. And I should have done that before. This might be a very, very short video. Or not. And to go ahead and take this out of there, just hand stir it for a while. Or maybe not. Nope, not quite thick enough. The next time I make this, I might have some coconut fragrance oil to put into it. And it would be 4 coconuts. But I opted not to. I have one that's Caribbean Breeze. That's a combination, but I wanted to get a coconut fragrance oil. I might have to use a little bit of the vanilla stabilizer with that though, to keep it from getting too dark. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Besides getting a coconut scented fragrance oil, I'm thinking of using the strawberry and a couple of the other fragrance oils with the coconut milk soaps. I'm also looking forward to how it's going to feel when I'm soaping with this soap. I believe it's going to have a very good, smooth skin conditioning texture. Really. Well, at this point my batter was not thick enough for me to do much of anything, and I had to wait and let it thicken, which I also sprayed with some rubbing alcohol. Here I'm adding the batter to that's thickened to the top and just trying to drizzle it on and make it lumpy and thick on the top in the center rather than use a spoon to swirl it with. What I'm doing is I'm mounting it on top to get it all in the mold. Apparently it holds more than the mold makes. So I use 16 ounces of oils. I found that I haven't had to speed up any of this video because the soap was much quicker to make. So I need to let this set up just a little bit. And I sprayed some of the rubbing alcohol on the very tippy top before doing this. I do plan to use the Caribbean Breeze eventually one time, and maybe I'll use it with a coconut milk soap, but I needed to have more of it, and I only have 2 ounces right now. And I'm going to do it again. I'll spray more rubbing alcohol on the top of the soap to mount it some more. I'm trying to make it as high in the center so that I don't have to go and find a spoon to swirl it with. I don't anticipate having any of the coconut milk smell left over. It would be nice if it did, but I don't anticipate that. I'm just trying to see what it would look like with a plain soap, how it would. My plain soaps with the other recipe had a cocoa butter smell almost mixed with shea butter, and this cocoa butter is rather strong, so they might cancel themselves out or not. By strong, I mean that the cocoa butter that I have has a very strong scent of chocolate, and it might not have a coconut oil smell or a coconut milk smell. It may have a cocoa butter, coconut milk combination of shea butter smell. I'm looking forward to how it's going to feel. I've ordered some new fine mesh sieves to use when I'm sifting the finely ground oatmeal. Okay. Now I'm going to say bye now and put a fan on this so that it can not gel, not get any dark colors, not change color. I like this creamy color.